my seniors. Hope y'all doing good. It's Coach Will here. Obviously, haven't seen y'all or spoken to y'all pretty much since March, since all of this has been going on. Just know that I've been missing y'all dearly. Been thinking about y'all more than you could even imagine, and just hoping that you guys are all doing good through this tougher time now. If any of us have been seeing what's going on in the news, it's like we seemingly can't catch a break. But through all that, I still hope there's some way that you all are staying optimistic through this, because really it feels like that's the only thing that we could really do at this point. But I'm just checking in, talking to y'all, just to you seniors specifically, just to tell how proud I am of you. To know, hey, you're done with high school. You're done. I know you probably would have finished this week or last week, and you probably didn't finish, obviously, under the circumstances that you would have liked. But hey, done is done. Y'all done. And you crossed that finish line. You crossed that high school finish line, and now y'all ready for that next phase of your life. And it's just crazy, that most of y'all, for the most part, I've seen you since your freshman year, seeing you now become seniors, and taking on that new journey in your life is exciting for me. And I'm excited just to see where you take it in the future, because I know all of you are going to be successful. I know I don't coach unsuccessful athletes. I know for the most part, all the athletes that I coach, y'all are going to take it to the next level and do higher things in your next chapter in life. And that's why I'm just so excited, to see it, so excited to hear from it. And, I know it's going to be huge. Like I said, I wish we were able to, finish how we should. It sucks that we were robbed of our season due to all of this, and we were only able, obviously, to get 4 track meets in. But I just want to say, in those track meets that we were able to compete in, y'all competed your butts off. You really showed promise. You really made me excited for the upcoming season, because it looked like we were gearing up, we were gearing on that next level. So, I was excited for that. So I just appreciate y'all for that, because really, that's what it kind of sucks even more, because we all know we've been working since August, September, all year. And then, we finally get to the point where, we finally put, our work, put our work, into motion, and, it gets cut off how it did. So, it sucks. It still kind of burns me, it pains me to think about it. But I do know, like I said, I do know that you are all strong individuals. And I know initially, it may have, you may have felt bad about it. It may have rubbed you the wrong way. It may have bummed you out completely. But, I know that you're able to uplift yourself and, just find something else to do, which I hope all of us have been able to do. And, just to push past this. And like I said, just stay optimistic through all this. I know it's crazy. I know in some ways it's hard to. But, with things easing up, I hope y'all were able to kind of get out the house a little bit more. Obviously still staying safe, but maybe you were able to see some of your friends, or maybe some of you have been seeing your friends this whole time. I ain't gonna tell no one. But, I just hope, you guys are cool. Y'all are cool. And everything is, copacetic, and y'all good, because, y'all know how much I care about you. Yeah, I'm that same Coach Will who cares about you and cares about your well-being. And I just want y'all to be good. I want y'all to be safe. And like I said, I'm just proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all for getting to the point, crossing that finish line, and I'm saying, giving me what you gave me athletically in the season that you were able to compete in. It means the world to me. I hope that I was able, to somewhat, just give you good spirits. And, I hope I was a good coach for you in your track career, because that's all I'm trying to be. So, and, I can't leave it off. I always love doing this, just like banquet style. Obviously, we can't see each other, but, I still have to give my acknowledgments, because, like I said, I love y'all. I appreciate everything that y'all do for the track program, Downey High School, me as well. Y'all keep me motivated. So, I have to give my acknowledgments here and there. I don't want to make it too long because I know, I don't want to make this video too dry and long. So yeah, but first person I'm going to go ahead and start off with is Jazzy. Jazzy is somebody who I really was able to look at as the leader and help me basically manage the team. Anytime that I called on you and asked for your help, you always took the extra mile. You always, you never said no. You always, figured out ways to help me if I lacked in certain areas of my coaching, during that day. And, you just really gave me that solid support for somebody who I could look at and say, hey, I need you to do this, or hey, what happened, this day? And you were completely truthful. You never hid anything from me. And as far as putting that work in, you never held back. You always gave in 100%, and you always made sure that your teammates gave 100%. And I'm pretty sure that's something that your teammates really loved and appreciated. And you were definitely the backbone, of this whole team. Without you, we'd probably be a little bit, scattered a little bit. So I just want to thank you for being that secondary coach that I always need every year. It really meant a lot to me. Next person I'm gonna go with is Emily. I know she wasn't a part of the program for very long, especially with the little injury that she caught during that time. But what I will say is I just appreciate what's the word, just the seriousness that you brought to us. You came right in, and you were with the program right away. I didn't need to scold you. I didn't need to tell you, hey, you need to get on pace, blah blah blah. No, basically right when you were in high jump, you knew you were in track, you were ready to go. You went to every practice. Even if you were late to some practices, at least you showed that that you cared, and you jogged just so you can make up that extra time, and you really showed that you cared. And that's something that's really rare, especially for somebody who's a senior, and who's already in another sport. What I'm saying? You're a senior already doing volleyball. What is track to you? Why would you care anything about track, especially high jump? But you show that you cared, like 100%. You showed that you cared, just like you've been a part of the program for all 4 years, and that's something that I really appreciate. And that's something that I'm never going to forget, and something that I'm always going to admire. So I appreciate you for that. Thank you, Emily. Next person I'm gonna go with is Aurelie. Aurelie is another 4-year person. Well, she's the first 4-year person that I've mentioned so far. She's somebody who I've been blessed to coach and be with since her freshman year. And, just to see your tremendous growth throughout your 4 years, it's amazing to see you start off as, the quiet girl who didn't say anything, even when she was spoken to just, slowly get out of your shell. It was just very good to see. It was good to see you just get comfortable in your own skin and just be, and just be yourself, because you realize that people love yourself and that you're a really dope person. And, and you bring happiness to people, and you brought happiness to this team. Even if you weren't in high jump, I always loved you coming around because you're a jumper anyway. And, you're somebody who, even because you've seen it, you've seen people who, who leave high jump, they don't come back. You continue to do the workouts, you continue to stay close to the team. And that's something that we all appreciated. That's something that we all needed. And it's something that I'm always going to admire. And, anytime I need some swag advice, I'm probably going to ask you for your approval, because we all know that you are the swag commissioner. So always have to ask you on that. So I appreciate everything that you've given me and us for these 4 years. Greatly appreciate it. Next person I will go with, I think it's only fitting that I go with Mia. Somebody who I didn't have since her freshman year, but it kind of felt like I did. Got her sophomore year, and a lot of people could say her sophomore year is, freshman year, not too much different, but somebody else who completely grew though, completely got comfortable in their own skin, and just the competitive nature that I've seen out of you was something that that was just amazing. Like I said, on the outside looking in, you look like innocent girl, you know doesn't really is not really that competitive, blah blah blah. But as soon as you flip on that switch, as soon as somebody flips on that competitive switch, you take on this whole aura, that's just like nobody's gonna beat me, and I'm going to show you that yeah, I'm small, but I'm worth a lot, and you showed that from your sophomore year, all the way leading up to your senior year. It was amazing to see how strong you got in the weight room. I mean, that was something that took me back. I'm not gonna say it surprised me, but it was just like, it was like, damn, you know, it's not to say that you're a week before, but just to see how you progressed in your lifting is unreal. It's amazing. It's something that, I always have to admire. And it's something that I would appreciate. That's why I loved having you a part of this team. I knew that, I knew that you were going to bring it every track meet, and I knew that, you were going to give other teams, something to deal with. So I really appreciate that. Going to miss you dearly. Thank you. I appreciate it. Next person I'm gonna go with is Carlos. I'm gonna call you my original captain. You know what I'm saying? You're my original go-to, not to take anything away from Jazzy, but we all know Carlos was, he is a person who at first who I relayed all the messages to, and he would tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? I never really used to tell y'all anything. It used to be Carlos taking on all that weight, and he always accepted it. Carlos always wanted to be better. And that's something that I always loved about you and appreciate about you. You never were content and accepted, where you're at, in your current place. You always want, you always want to grow. You're always trying to grow. You were always asking me questions, Coach, Coach Will, this, and that. Coach Will, how can I this, and that? And I always, some way I felt that I wasn't giving you enough, because you're always coming to me with this, with these questions, and always wanting to get advice from me. I'm just always, wondering, am I giving you the right advice? But, I could see that, in a lot of ways, need my advice. You're a strong man, you're a smart man, you're a leader by example. Just how you tell me how, you're working 2 jobs and helping provide for your family. It's just amazing to see, and hearing you say that, it sounded like you're proud, to be somebody who's providing and helping. And it doesn't surprise me just knowing how much you were willing to help me and be on my side and have my back. Is something that I really appreciate. And it's one of them things where I hope, at the bottom of my heart, I was able to, do something for you. In your high school career, in your 4 years of high school, you're somebody else who I was blessed to have since their freshman year. You're somebody else who I seen grow. You're somebody who, who I had to talk to a little bit about, your behavior or whatever. And I've had times where I've talked to people about that and they never got it, and they thought I was disrespecting them, or, we just never saw eye to eye. But you always saw where I was coming from, and you always tried to show that, I'm trying to be better and I'm trying to better myself. And that's something that I always appreciate, that I always will appreciate. I know you're going to be highly successful in whatever you do. I'm excited to see. Just don't forget about me. And yeah, man, thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. Next one I'm going to go with is Makilla. I'm going to go with Makilla. I always got to do that when I say that. I don't know. But Michaela is somebody who I truly, truly appreciate, because number one, she could have easily, if it was her decision, she didn't have to be a part of this track team. I remember I approached you, I believe it was your junior year, right? I believe it was your junior year, because I don't think I had you sophomore year. I think I only was able to have you for a year and a half, or a year and I don't know what you would even call it this year. But anyway, um, I walked up to you your junior year. You were already a sprinter, already kind of established on what you were doing. You could have easily said, no, I'm not doing high jump. Why would I do that? But you were completely open to it. Right when I asked you, are you willing to do it? Are you down to do it? You were probably a little bit skeptical at first, but once you went out there and saw what you could do, you stuck with it. And I will say, out of everybody, and I'm not lying about this, out of everybody that I've coached, okay, and this is not to say that, the people that I've coached didn't listen to me, because they did, but whenever I coached you and I gave you, and I was critiquing you and I was giving you advice on how to get better, I saw it in your your whole demeanor, that you were listening. That you were truly listening to every word that I was saying, and you were processing it, and you were trying to, apply it. And that was something that I always appreciated, because, I have times where, I'm coaching somebody, telling them pointers or whatever, and they're walking away as I'm saying it, whatever. But you always, stood there. You stood there, you'll put your hands on your hips, but I could see that you're listening and processing each word that I'm saying so you could apply it to your next attempt. And that's why you kept rising. And that's why, you're one of the people who I'm just like, why did this season have to end? Because I seen the progression. I seen the progression, especially after the last track meet in Linwood. We was going for something. We was going for something. But just like everybody who I'm going to say, because I mean it, I already know you're going to be highly successful in whatever you do. I'm sorry for blanking, forgetting, but I believe you said you are going to a college in New York, I believe. So super prayers for that, especially with this crazy world. But I know you're going to be successful. I just appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. You was really a killer. You know what I'm saying? You was really a killer. You brought your softball mentality and softball, athletic spirit to us. And, it showed, and it really helped uplift the team. And that's why I felt it was only necessary that I called you that. So, I appreciate it. I will greatly miss you, and thank you for, your contributions to this team. Next person I'm going to go with is Terrell. Terrell is somebody who, man, I don't even know where to start. He's somebody who, I always told him that, I always see my high school self in him, just because of the similarities, just because of the want to be better, the want to be the best. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I really appreciated from you, in particular, your senior year. You took on a whole different mentality that, what, I'm the best. Really not I'm going to be the best, even though you had that too. But you say, you know what? No, I'm the best. I'm good. I'm great. I'm going to show it. Because I feel like, freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, you were still kind of contemplating on, whether you could do this or not, whether you're capable, whether you belong. But senior year, this year, you were like, man, look, I belong. Do y'all belong? And you backed it up. You know what I'm saying? You not only talked it, you walked it. And that's what I appreciated and love seeing the most, and just the growth. We all know the growth. I'm not gonna, we don't need to talk about it, because even when we joked and said, oh, your freshman year about, your feet and this and that, you were still busting your butt though. Because like I said, I've seen kids who failing, not doing good or whatever, and just give up. Or blame the coach as to why, they're not succeeding. You stuck with it. And that's why it's a shame that this season, didn't get to end, because you were truly on your way to make it deep into CIF. Not just making it to CIF, you were truly on your way to making it deep into CIF, which I know you wanted to do, you deserve to do, especially all the injuries that you had to endure. And, you just looked in peak form. But I know it's okay. Okay. You're going to be able to push past that. Okay. And you're young. Okay, I don't even think you're 18 yet. I don't know if you reached 18 yet, but I feel like you know more, how to keep your body healthy, and you know what to do, and you know how to keep your body in that tip top shape. And if you need any of my help still, I got you. But I know that you're going to be highly successful. Not only are you a good athlete, your brain, you're a highly intelligent individual. I mean, the things that you would talk about, the things that I hear you say, how you would articulate yourself, it just always put a smile on my face, because I know that that the world is in good hands with somebody like you, graduating and going out into the world, because you're a very intelligent, strong individual, and you brought that to this team, like I said, especially this senior year. And I appreciate your resiliency, for not giving up, for not quitting, for sticking with it. And you're going to be somebody who I'm going to miss forever. I'm going to miss you forever, just like everybody else. And yeah, I appreciate it. I hope you do good. I know you're gonna do good. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. Okay. And last but not least, I gotta go. I gotta go with that Mr. Athlete of the Year. I gotta go with the Mr. Athlete of the Year. Last but not least, John. You know, what I still like to call my little protege, my little mini me, because you are, especially with winning Athlete of the Year. I mean, it kind of, you did it. You did it, and But what makes me happy is you did it in your own way, and I think that's what makes it more special. You know, you decided to make, was, I don't know if it was a tough choice, whatever, but you decided to make a choice. Say, you know what, I'm gonna go after this cheerleading thing, because I know I'm a beast at it. I know I'm gonna be a GOAT, and you became a GOAT. Okay, you became a GOAT in 1 year, in Downey High School at cheer, and it helped you become Athlete of the Year, and I'm proud of that. Okay, I don't want you to think in in any way, okay, that I was upset about. Don't think that. Don't think that. Don't think that, because it's not true. Just because I always support you 100% with everything that you did, and just to see it capped off like that is amazing, and also to see you get a scholarship is amazing. Okay, but knowing also what you did in your track career is also amazing. Okay, knowing the quote unquote height disadvantage that you had, and you still went out there and showed that no, y'all at a disadvantage, okay, because y'all can't match my hops. And you showed that, day in and day out. And and it really impressed me, when you showed, your sophomore and junior year, you competed against probably your highest competition, your sophomore and junior year, and you won both. You went back to back. Okay, you went back to back. You went to CIF back to back, and you got to get that clearing height in CIF. Okay, and that meant to see you. Okay, to see you make it to CIF your first year, not make 6 feet or whatever, come back the second year and kill that bar. It warmed my heart in more ways than than you could even know, bro. It warmed my heart in more ways that you can even know. And you're another person that I'm just like, man, why did the season have to end? Because you were going to accomplish something. I truly believe it. Or you had, because obviously, you and Terrell was going for that #1 spot. We all know that. But you had the capability of doing something that I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? I have 2 first place high jump trophies. You were on your way to get 3. That was something that I never did. You know what I'm saying? So you were gonna have 3, 3 medals and the Athlete of the Year. So that that would have just been huge. But honestly, another medal, I mean, it doesn't. You don't need another medal to speak for your legacy and what you did in Downey High School. It is always going to be remembered. It's always going to be appreciated, and it's never going to be forgotten, especially by me. And like I said, just the fact that you did it your own way, and just seeing the joy on your face, and just seeing the happiness, it makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? So I know you're going to take that to bigger and better levels in Irvine. And, you know, I'm excited for you, man. I love you. Just know that. And, you know, thank you for everything that you gave, you know, in these 4 years. And I know your senior year, you was rocking it too. You looked like you was about to get my 6'5". Probably. It was coming. It looked like it was coming. So, yeah, I love you, man. And I appreciate it. And then I hope I got everybody. I hope I didn't forget anybody. But I've been, you know, I looked at a list of my seniors before I did this, so I don't think I forgot anybody. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And you know, hey, next chapter. High school is, you gonna find that high school is easy. Once you get on to this next chapter in life, college and all this stuff, yeah. But like I said, I know y'all are going to accept the challenge. I know y'all going to pass the challenge with flying colors. And, you know, I'm just excited. And always know, okay? I know a lot of people say this, but I'm the only person who, you know, who stands by it. If you need anything, you have my number. You have it. Okay, you have my number. Call me, text me, whatever. Some of you even have my Instagram. Let me know. I'm there for you 100%. Just like I always been, just like how I always was before this, you know, situation. You know me. You know Coach Will is always riding for his squad. So I love y'all. I miss y'all. And see y'all sometime down the line.